What's up, beautiful people? I am Untitled Eel. Welcome to the channel. Today we're going to discuss the game Empire of Sin. So first things first, what is Empire of Sin? Well, Empire of Sin is it's a character-driven game, single player, with tactical turn-based combat. If you think something like XCOM with much more strategic management, you won't be far wrong. As with any RPG, the first point of call is character selection. Now, these guys are a ragtag bunch of gangsters, all very good with their own different skills. I settled for this guy. It's worth noting that character selection is important. Each have their own skills and abilities, and even special abilities, which I thought was a quite nice little touch. Difficulty can also be modified at this point. Once a new game started, it's straight into a tutorial if you wish, or
Welcome
you can
to
skip
Chicago.
that and just wing it. I
Let's have a
chose to
look
go with the
around.
tutorial because, and I would suggest you do, this is a deep game. Movement is a pretty simple affair. You can point and click with the A button on the Xbox, of course, or just run around with the right stick for the camera and the left stick for running around. Down to combat then. As it's a turn-based little shooter, you basically take turns in moving your person around a pre-arranged area of the battle space, choosing to go into cover or take shots where necessary.
Glad that's over. When you win a racket, you have several options. Let's take this place over and make it ours.
Essentially, the fights are based around taking over buildings, areas, which are called rackets. Once winning a racket, you can take over it and change it into a nice lucrative little business. Once you've decided which racket you want to keep, you then get to upgrade the building, whether it be within security, deflection, ambience, or word of mouth, each with their own little bonuses. On completion of more fights, more buildings, you will gain notoriety, at which point you can start hiring more gangsters. A nice and simple affair where you just click on a person who's available and hire. Each has their own cost. The better the gangster, the higher the cost. You will also gain access to something called the black market, where you can purchase upgrades for weapons and your character. Once you have got enough notoriety, you will upset some other mobsters around you, and then begins the sit-downs. These have multiple outcomes, of which I won't spoil.
I was expecting
Dialogue
some
in these
flowers
sit-downs
at least
are a
to
little
make
bit of
up
what
for
you
those
expect.
rackets you stole.
You have a choice of multiple answers. Not as many as I thought it would be. I would like a lot more answers, if I'm going to be honest with you. Again, multiple ways these can turn out, so I don't want to spoil it.
I can arrange that. I cater the funerals too, in case you wanted to get your affairs in order.
And now for when the game really gets deep. So in the options menu, you can change your buildings, your stats, your pretty much everything, what rackets you've got, your overview, your prices of things. All in all, it can be as deep or as easy as you want it to be. You could leave it running as normal, but the deeper you get, the harder it gets. Down to character customization then. As well as weapons and armor, you can also equip levels. So there's 5 tiers for each character. You will learn as you progress. You get to choose one from each tier. Some of them are really good, from a scatter shot to bigger armor to Deadeye. Quite fun. Once you start making a name for yourself, you can choose from a hell of a lot of gangsters. They all have their each individual relationships, have their own skills. It's as deep as you want to go. All in all then, with all that said, should you play this game? In my opinion, yes. It's not my usual affair, and I'm not too far into it at the moment, but I'm definitely going to give this some attention. If it can hold my attention, I will be happy. If not, we'll see. I'll leave you with a little bit of gameplay of a random battle I took place in. I have been Animated Evil. Thank you for watching this video. My first of many, I hope. So if you do want more, like, subscribe, whatever, all the good stuff, please leave comments below. See you guys.
Attack!
Let's